Meanwhile, the Washington Post just reporting that DHS's so-called disinformation board is being paused, and Nina Jankowicz, the person tapped to be the leader, is considering leaving. Let's get reaction now from Republican Attorney General from Missouri, Eric Schmitt. This is fascinating stuff. And by the way, this Washington Post piece is written in such a fawning way towards the whole idea of what a lot of people call a truth ministry, or Orwellian truth ministry rather than disinformation efforts. How the Biden administration let right-wing attacks derail its disinformation efforts, reads the headline of the story. And Jankowicz is written as some kind of hero, saying she has been subject to an unrelenting barrage of harassment and abuse, while unchecked misrepresentations of her work continue to go viral. Well, in fact, Ms. Jankowicz had been putting out disinformation of her own. That's not right-wing attack. That happens to be a fact. I, for one, am glad to see this thing go, or at least pause. Are you?
Yeah, absolutely. This thing needs to go away forever. I mean, this is Orwellian, it's dystopian, it's un-American. The idea that the government would put together a board with Jankowicz at the head of it, deciding what is disinformation or misinformation, censoring Americans, is something out of a third world banana republic, not the United States of America, where the very First Amendment, that is, the protection of people to speak their minds, is held sacred. It's the beating heart of our Constitution. It's really unbelievable, actually, that this was thought of, that this was put, out there. And I think Mayorkas in that hearing maybe let the cat out of the bag, because a lot of people weren't aware of this. And I think you saw a tremendous backlash. We have a lawsuit against the government working with big tech. And part of that is that this newly established Ministry of Truth is antithetical to the whole American idea.
Well, and it's on so many fronts. It's not only the disinformation agency, if you want to call it that, but you look at these attacks on parents who were speaking their mind at school boards, and how A.G. Garland apparently did set groups of people on to follow these folks as though they were criminals or even worse, terrorists.
Well, think about that. The government of the United States, the Department of Justice, weaponized the FBI to go after parents under the Patriot Act as domestic terrorists who had the gall to show up to a school board meeting objecting to divisive critical race theory or the forced masking of their kids. Again, this is out of some sort of third world country, not the United States of America, but it is the politicization now of the Department of Justice. This Biden administration is incredibly divisive, and they're willing to sort of turn that arsenal on the American people, and it's wrong.
Well, your pressure and the pressure of a lot of folks who had questions about the Ministry of Truth, as it is otherwise known, had a lot to do with the pause. Let's hope it's more than a pause. Missouri AG, Eric Schmitt, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. We've got to take a short break. We'll be right back.